Good morning guys. So today we've got a video, or a Q&A video. This has been requested. I did say I'd do it when I reached 10,000 subs and I've reached that now, so that's really exciting. So I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me, and if you're not already, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up obviously if you like it. And we're gonna just basically dig into the questions. So firstly, I will go through some of the questions that you guys asked via my YouTube community post thing, and then I will go to the Instagram questions, and we've got some fairly juicy ones. We've got ones where we're obviously trying to find out a little bit more about me, so it should be a nice mix of different questions and stuff like that. The first question is, am I a really shy person, or am I outgoing? So this is quite an interesting question. Basically, when I was younger, I used to be, I wouldn't say shy, I would say I was fairly introvert, but not like kind of awkwardly introvert, just quite quiet. And then I guess it kind of changed a little bit when I became a personal trainer, because the nature of the job, you are quite, you've got to be quite outgoing, you've got to talk to a lot of people if you want to get business and stuff like that. So I would just generally have conversations with people, build rapport with them. I would never try and push people to buy personal training or anything like that. That's not my style. But it did significantly, I guess, change me as a person. I kind of feel for the better. I became a lot more outgoing. So people who meet me now think I'm actually quite extrovert, which I wouldn't say I am, but I guess maybe I'm an introvert extrovert, if that makes sense. So I'm naturally quite a quiet, reserved person, and I enjoy my own space. I live on my own all through this isolation period, and I'm absolutely fine. I enjoy that time. But then I'm also quite sociable, so if my friends are around, I'm very happy to obviously go and meet up with them, and I like to have general, I like to have chats with people. And so yeah, I'm an intro extrovert. Yeah, so the next question is kind of related to jobs and stuff like that. It is, I mentioned stopping my marketing business for personal training. What strategy have I used to get clients, and is it just social media or YouTube, or how have I gone about building my clientele? So when I first started personal training, it was very much, I would just build rapport on the gym floor. I would talk to a lot of people, and I ran quite a few classes, which I actually really loved doing. And I did actually get quite a few clients from stretch classes, because obviously I specialise in that area. And then spin classes, people generally really enjoy classes, so quite often would approach me for personal training. So I would really say, giving advice to any new personal trainer, the more time you can spend in the gym just building rapport, getting to know people, the better. And that is how I went about building my business within a gym environment. Now my business is more online, and my clients are kind of via Zoom and stuff, or through this handstand course that I'm running, which is very much a course base. Then it's different marketing strategies. So Instagram, I just try and mainly post life and lifestyle, and because again I do specialise in flexibility and handstands, I do get people approaching me for I guess coaching from that. And then I do also get people wanting more general fitness, strength stuff, because that's what I love to focus on that actually myself. And that again is just through posting, I guess, what I'm doing. They see that I do practice what I preach, which does help obviously. And then for the handstand course that I'm doing now, a lot of the marketing is done by ads and stuff, so that would just be creating ads, maybe with me training, with some copywriting, stuff like that. And through a kind of handstand training webinar, there's lots of different things. So that is more online marketing based. And then yeah, growing my social media presence has also significantly helped with one-to-one coaching and stuff like that. So the next question is one based around my flexibility and if I'm still progressing and things like that, which is quite an interesting question. Again, they're all interesting questions, but this is because it's something I would always class myself as a hand balancer and not like someone who is maybe a contortionist, just because I don't like the negative connotations that come with contortion. But actually, yeah, recently I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to experiment with, maybe I should try and get more flexible. I don't know. I've never really thought about it before. My focus has always been on like the more strength-based stuff and handstands, and I'm naturally incredibly flexible. So it's never really been something I've needed to work on, or if I do like want to get a little bit more flexible, it can take me like a session or maybe a couple of days to do that. Whereas obviously the majority of people, it's a very different situation. So yeah, I guess, you know, I wouldn't say no to becoming more flexible because I always think it's pretty cool. But until recently, I've never really kind of gone out my way to become more flexible, just because, oh my god, it's getting so bright. I think I'm gonna have to pull that blind. I am like naturally super duper flexible. The next question is, how did I get so flexible, and did I lose some of my flexibility whilst at school? No. So yeah, as I said, I'm naturally very, very flexible, and I started gymnastics aged 9 to like 16, training like 6-7 days a week, where we would actually focus on flexibility maybe 30 minutes to an hour of each session. So that was all through kind of my school period, and I wouldn't say I lost any flexibility. If anything, I would have gained more flexibility. Since doing more like weights training, maybe it's impacted my flexibility a tiny bit, but I think because, again, I'm just naturally really, really flexible, and I do just maintain stuff like that quite easily. It hasn't significantly impacted my flexibility, so yeah, I guess I'm lucky, and yeah, that's it really. Next question, do I live in England? And the answer is yes, I live in Oxford, arguably the best city in the world, and I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to move over to some of the Instagram questions, and I do get quite a lot of these. So the first question has been asked a lot of times, and it is, am I single? Yes, I am. It's, I guess, out of choice because I am quite lucky. I get a lot of people asking, you know, whether I want to go on dates and stuff, but at this point in time my main focus is business. If I find someone who's very compatible and I feel adds something to my life, then amazing, you know, and that's great to have that kind of organic, I guess, relationship. But if not, I am very happy with what I'm currently doing. It's not my main priority. The next question, so would I ever date girls? No, like I don't have a problem with obviously other people, you know, if they're lesbian or whatever, that's their choice, but personally it's not something that I've ever been interested in. I've always been very much interested in guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. The next question, where do I want to travel when I finish? Oh, when quarantine finishes. So I really, really want to go back to Bali again. I think I can see myself probably living there either the end of this year or next year. And yeah, I just literally have fallen in love with it. I've been there probably 6, maybe 8 times now, and every single time it never ever fails to disappoint. So yeah, that's literally where I'm going when this lockdown ends. Next question, do I prefer weights or do I prefer handstands? This is a tricky question. I think where I've spent pretty much my whole life doing like gymnastics handstand based stuff, obviously I am super passionate about it and it is like something I just really love, but I think weights the last couple of years, I don't know, maybe it's because it's a bit newer, I've literally just like fallen in love with weight training, and I really kind of want to get back into CrossFit training because that was kind of how I started doing a bit of weights training. I really enjoyed that. So the answer is a bit of a tricky one, but I'd say at the moment probably weight training. Obviously I haven't been able to train for a long time properly because the gym situation, but I am itching to get back to the gym now. and my camera is about to run out, so I think I'm gonna have to like round up this Q&A. Hope you've enjoyed this Q&A with me. There are a couple more questions, and one of them will take quite a long time to explain. It's about my whole background, like can I like give a full story, I guess. So I will do a separate video on that because that has been requested before. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, you got to know me a little bit more. Please subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and see you for my next video.